Ruben Amorim's appointment as the new manager of Manchester United will end in pain?
100%.
For the opponents or for the fans?
For Manchester United fans, that's what's going to be. When you look at this guy, he looks nice. Everything looks nice. He looks shiny and everything. At the end of the day, they will start insulting him on social media and everything. That's what we know how it ends. Manchester United do not have the structure to win for the next 10 years. When you talk about what Cristiano Ronaldo spoke about in that interview, and talk about the fact that your stadium is bad and the kitchen and the gym, FA Cup is not the Premier League. We have seen this happen before, right? You spoke about interim coaches. Carrick came as an interim coach. Did you not do that? And then all of a sudden it was winning. Whoa! United were like, come on, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then they got Ralph Rangnick and they plunged into the water. And then right now they sacked this fraud of a coach, Erik ten Hag, who's the worst coach in Manchester United history.
Winning a title in the Premier League or in England, let's start off with England, is very difficult. So even your club was only able to win one of everything, one in about 8 seasons. I think it was only the League Cup he won twice. Every other thing was won because it's difficult. I remember Ole finished second to this same Pep.
He did.
Mourinho finished second of everything, won in about 8 seasons. I think it was only the League Cup he won twice. Every other thing was won because it's difficult. I remember Ole finished second to this same Pep.
He did.
Mourinho finished second to this same Pep.
Okay.
So I'm saying that Pep is in a class of his own and no one comes close at the moment.
Okay.
But when we talk about what United can...
He gets rid of some players. Casemiro has to go. Bruno Fernandes has to go. Anthony has to go. A lot, like 8 players in that team have to go. Luke Shaw. You cannot tell me that you are the best left back in England and you are not available. Availability cannot tell me that you are the best left back in England and you are not available. Availability is the fact of the game. Is the reason why you are a footballer. Every time you're injured, every time you have 3 runs of game, you injure. And then Bruno Fernandes complains more to the referee than he plays football.
But one thing I would say is that what's the difference between this guy and Ten Hag? Because before Ten Hag came to Manchester United...
But we can see that. We can see their records side by side.
No, the record of this season. Are you bringing in the record, the very first record of Manchester United before they signed Erik ten Hag? Because if I remember, was a semi-finalist of the Champions League, had won the Dutch title. So all those...
Multiple times, by the way.
Yeah, all those. Amorim has won the Portuguese title.
Twice.
Not played a Champions League semi-final. Right, that has to be mentioned there. I'm not saying Amorim will have a bad run. I hope he doesn't for United sake, because the pain United fans have gone through really has been a long time. But one thing I will say is that time will tell. If it's a good... His philosophy sounds great. Looks like a good guy. But time will tell because we've had this many times. Philosophy sounds great. Looks like a good guy. But time will tell because we've had this many times. Remember, Ole had a good run. Mourinho had a good run. We had, what's the name? What's the name of the manager who went to Austria?
Ralph Rangnick?
Ralph Rangnick had a good run, right? Erik ten Hag had 2 trophies in 2 seasons, right? Not a lot of managers in the Premier. No one in the Premier League can boast of 2 trophies in 2 seasons.
Apart from Pep
Guardiola.
Yeah.
Right? So it tells you that, look, I hope it goes on and does well, but I wait. Jury is still out.